At the end of part 1 of the story of Hezekiah the son of Ahaz, Hezekiah's legates to Sennacherib's officer, the Rabshakeh, Eliakim, Shebna, and Joah, have come back to the king with their garments rent. They are in mourning because Sennacherib appears to be more powerful than Jerusalem, even if it contains the temple of Yahweh. Here begins part 2. And when he saw them, Hezekiah tore his own clothes. He put on sackcloth, and he went into Yahweh's temple. His delegates, Eliakim and Shebna, these he sent now with the elders of the priests. These he sent to Isaiah the son of Amoz, the jealous one's prophet. Hezekiah's message, the delegation said to the prophet, "Oh, this is a day of trouble. This is a day of rebuke. This is a day of blasphemy. There are children crowning, stretching their mothers almost to breaking, but they haven't the strength to push them out. Surely Yahweh has heard all that the Rabshakeh has said. Surely Yahweh has heard his mockery. What now? Pray for us." This is what they said to Isaiah. And this is how Isaiah responded. "Say to Hezekiah, this is what Yahweh says. This is what he has told me. Do not be afraid of the words of the Rabshakeh, his mocking of me, his blasphemy. I am going to set loose a rumor that will send him home, and there he will die." So it must have happened, because the Rabshakeh left, and the Tartan and the Rabsaris went with him, and they found the king of Assyria at war against Libnah. He had already left Lachish, and he had heard, the king of Assyria had heard, that Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia, was coming out against him. Had Hezekiah stirred that up? It mattered not at all. Sennacherib sent again to Hezekiah with the same message as before. I am still saying, do not let your Yahweh deceive you. He will tell you that I will not take Jerusalem, but have I not taken other cities, other lands, all that I've wanted, and destroyed them? So you are going to be delivered? Do not believe it. Have the gods of any of the other nations delivered them? Gozan and Haran and Reseph, Eden's children in Thalazar, the king of Hamath and the king of Arpad, the kings of Sepharvaim and of Hena and of Ivah, did their gods deliver them? Politics sometimes misunderstands religion. It can be an honest mistake, but it can also be on purpose. Yahweh is a God that delivers his people, a God of war. But this is not the aim of all the gods. There are many that have nothing to do with war. They don't sow seeds of discord. They plant farms. What these gods want is that their people be fed, that they have grain and wine, olives and figs, milk and honey, fresh flowing water. Let their stomachs never rumble, and their heads swim always sweetly. The delegates of Sennacherib delivered what he had made written, and Hezekiah took the letter they brought, and he read it. Then he went up to Yahweh's temple, and he spread the letter out where the jealous God could see it. Then the king of Jerusalem spoke to his God, "O Yahweh, God of Israel, who are living here between the cherubim, you are the God of all, only you, of all the kingdoms of all the earth." Should we ask, if what Hezekiah believed is true, why Yahweh didn't deliver Gozan and Haran and Reseph, Eden's children and Thalazar? Why he didn't take under his wing Hamath and Arpad, Sepharvaim and Hena and Ivah, if he was God of all, and there were no others to protect them? Why not? If it is true what Hezekiah said and says, You made heaven and earth and all that is above and below and in between. Hezekiah prayed to Yahweh. Open your eyes and see, O Yahweh. Open your ears and hear, O Yahweh, how the king of Assyria mocks. You have allowed him, yes, to destroy Gozan and Haran and Reseph, Hamath and Arpad, Hena and Iva, and their gods. You have let the images carved of cedar be thrown into the fire, yes? You have let the statues shaped out of stone be crushed to powder. All that is well and good. But now it is time not to allow, but to do, to save us from the Assyrian king's dead hand. Then Gozan and Haran and Reseph, Hamath and Arpad and the rest, all will know, yes, that Yahweh is God, Yahweh alone. When Isaiah, the son of Amos, the prophet of the Jealous One, heard of Hezekiah's prayer, he sent a prophecy to the king. Thus says Yahweh, God of Israel, I have heard your prayer against Sennacherib, king of Assyria. This is what Yahweh has to say to him. My consort, the virgin, the daughter of Zion, despises you. She laughs at you. She scorns you. She waggles her head in derision. Whom are you mocking, she asks, little one? Do you think Yahweh hears your whisper? Do you think the Holy One of Israel can even see you, Pismire? You sent messengers to mock, Lord Yahweh. You boasted that you had ridden your chariots to the highest mountains of Lebanon and cut down there the tallest cedars, the thickest cypress. You bragged you'd gone into the deepest forests, even the retreat, his forest of Carmel. You crowed, I have dug wells in every place and drunk all of their waters. I have dried up with the sole of my foot the rivers of Egypt. This is what my Lord Yahweh responds. It is not you, but I that have done this, planned from long ago, in the most ancient of times, and now I have brought it to pass, that you have been able to turn walls of cities into heaps of rubble, the cities themselves into mounds of waste. I have brought it to pass that you could dismay and confound their citizens, who were never more than the flowers of the field, the grass growing on rooftops, blasted brown before evening by the sun. All this was my doing. So, you do not think I know where you live? I know where you lie down to sleep. I know you're going out, and I know you're coming in, and I know how you have mocked me. Because you have, I intend to put my hook in your nose, I intend to put my bit between your teeth, and I will turn you back on the way you came. Hear, Jerusalem, a sign for you from Yahweh, Isaiah the prophet said. This year you will eat those things that grow up of themselves. The second year you will eat what comes from their seed. And in the third you will sow and you will reap. You will plant vineyards and eat their fruit. So the remnant of the house of Judah that survives, it will put its roots into the ground, and its fruit will grow from its branches. For out of Jerusalem there will be a remnant. Out of Zion there will be survivors. The zeal of Yahweh and his armies will see to it. And the prophet concluded, here is what Yahweh says about the king of Assyria for now. He will not come into the city. He will not shoot an arrow into it. He will not lay siege to it. He shall go by the way he came. He will not come into this city, for I am defending this city. So says Yahweh. I defend it for the sake of my servant David and for my own. And this is what happened the same night. An angel of Yahweh went out and sowed the Assyrian camp with rats and the rats grew into a plague. And by morning, 185,000 were dead. Those left found them in the morning. That is how many corpses they counted. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, lifted his siege of Jerusalem. He returned to Assyria and stayed in Nineveh. One day, when the king was worshiping in the temple of Nisroch, the messenger of the gods, carrying orders from heaven to earth and from earth to heaven for rain and fair weather, two of his sons, Adramelech and Sharezer, slipped in behind him and pierced him with their swords. Then they fled into Armenia. And Esarhaddon, another son, ruled. The end of Sennacherib, then, and the end also of part 2 of the story of Hezekiah, son of Ahaz.